Hello everyone at India TV Forum. Today we are very privileged and very fortunate to have with us someone who is very well known in his field and who has, I think, given us a lot of roles in different television shows. And so without further ado, let me introduce you to, I don't know if I can introduce you to him as, I think maybe you will be better known as Shantanu ke Papa of Rang Badalti Odni. Hello, sir.
Hello everyone.
And welcome to our forum. And you please tell us about yourself so that everyone know who is Shantanu ke Papa.
Hello, I'm Aliraza Namdar. I was playing Sunil Khandelwal, the Shantanu's Papa in Rang Badalti Odni, and must have seen me before that in Bidai on Star Plus, and before that in Thodi Khushi Thode Gum on Sony TV, and lots of other shows.
Yes, and
I'm in this field since around 32, 33 years, doing Gujarati stage, Hindi stage. And since the advent of television shows and serials, I've been doing sorts of roles in different kind of shows. But let me tell you, Rang Badalti Odni, Sunil Khandelwal was by far the best.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. And Mr. Namdar, I also want to know, how did you chance upon this? Was always acting your dream, or did it happen by chance? I mean, I was just going through a little bit of your Facebook profile, and it says you also run your own business. So is acting more a hobby, or has that become the main feature?
No. The business has just happened recently, a year back. But acting was my dream since childhood, and so when I came in say around SSC, that's in India, it's called the 10th standard. I started acting in school plays, and by the time I was in first year college, I did my first professional commercial play on Gujarati stage.
Right.
That with the veteran that time, Adi Mazban. I was a veteran that time, he's no more now.
Right.
I'm Mr. Adi Mazban. I did my first play with him. So that's how I started my career, and I've not looked back after that.
Right.
This I'm talking about maybe back in 1977.
Right. And so how do you see, I mean, I'm sure the industry over the years has changed. I mean, some for the better, some for the worse. So what are your views on that?
Because as the time goes, it's become, everything has become faster, people want everything, they don't want to wait for anything, it's become very, people have got the remote in their hands, so now even, in terms of the content and taking wise, though we have gone back, in terms of content, we have gone back. We not move forward. Previously, there used to be any good experiments regarding the subjects are concerned. But as far as treatment and everything goes, it has moved faster.
Right.
But I'm not happy with the way the things are right now in television.
Right.
Of course, I was a bit happy not bit happy, I can say more happy doing Rang Badalti Odni, because it was not run-of-the-mill kind of a Sangbo kind of stuff.
Right.
So I enjoy doing playing Sunil Khandelwal in Odni. That's it. But previously it was better in terms of taking, in terms of the content, the dialogues or the characters. Every which way it was better. Now, for starting this, the other show is a different and it is a different subject. But once they are set, and after a period of time, the novelty wears off, and again the story shifts back into Sarko kind of stuff, So they say, we are different, our story is different, it's a different subject, but again they go back to the same stuff after a period, because they don't want to experiment further anything new.
So but that's the thing. Even I have felt, I have of course now moved out of India for a while, and then my knowledge of Indian television before I moved out was before the advent of all these multiple channels and the daily soaps, so to speak. And I agree with you. I think it is the caliber of the content of the show. Maybe technically they have grown far, far more
Yeah.
now. But
Yeah.
the content-wise, when we just had the Doordarshan, we had such
Yeah, exactly.
great
It's gone
shows.
back to
Yeah, it was
that
such
era.
great shows. I mean, be it Bunyad, I still hold that very close to my heart. And
Yeah.
also, like, there were nice family comedy shows, like Ye Jo Hai Zindagi or Ados
Yeah,
Pados, and,
exactly.
So,
In between,
yeah?
see, Sub TV, there are a couple of good shows in Sub TV, but
Mm.
even they're taking and it's like in a genre of slapstick, louder kind of comedy, which is like, maybe mass audiences like it, but the elite, it is like, it doesn't suit their sensibilities.
Right.
And I enjoyed doing one show on Sub TV that was Sabse Bada Rupiya.
Mm.
It was a take on Ambani brothers. It was a comedy and satire,
Mm-hmm.
in which I played the younger Ambani.
Right, right.
That was like 3 to 4 years back. I enjoyed doing that because that was a different kind of show. It was a comedy and satire.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed doing that.
Oh, so that is the thing. You see, I don't know why are such shows not being marketed well, and and I think another complaint, I have been talking to many of your others in the same field in the fraternity, saying that I think the TV now is catering more to the rural and semi-urban India rather than the urban India, because I suppose urban India, no one has the time to sit and watch a daily soap. So they should actually make shows, weekly shows like old days, to cater to that audience. And do you agree on that?
No, I totally agree. But I disagree on one part that the urban people don't watch soap. The women do watch. The women of the urban India do watch daily soaps. It's not bad. They do watch. But the men, I think, majority, they prefer comedies or the other kind of shows. But I agree on that part that we should make weeklies or shows. There used to be there was one show of mine called Parivartan on CTV. Though it was a family saga, it was a show, but it was not a typical, the treatment and the content was not typical SARS movie. It was like more of a family drama, but the clash of the tycoons and the industrial houses, and in that the relation of both the head of the families and how they the connected into it was very beautifully portrayed and done. That's the show. But those kind of shows like those celebs, I just really used to love. The treatment so real.
That's true.
Those kind of shows, yeah.
Yeah, I think of all the present day youth-based, I can put them in quote unquote. I think I do also agree. I think Rang Badalti Odni was one which was far more realistic, but unfortunately, I think that channel doesn't have enough weightage, or I don't know what the problem is, and it didn't get the recognition it did so much deserved. It deserved much, much more. And
yeah, I don't know about the TRP thing. I don't know how this works and how they calculate it. But wherever I used to go in malls, and where people come to meet me backstage in my theater when I Gujarati Hindi theater, they come and meet me backstage. People meet me on streets or some other functions and all. They talk about Omni, and they were ardent fans of Omni as like that, So I don't know about the TRP, but people used to watch it, they used to like that show.
So, and I don't know. Like, and of course, we also now, all the channels are being beamed across globally these days, and so. And I don't know, and I have again always been whinging and moaning, saying, please make some shows for us too, where we can relate. There are so many topics which we would want to connect to our roots, and what we get to see is, oh my God, iske pata nahi, she is married, and he is married to someone, and he is married to somebody else, and it gets so confusing. This is not what India is it? I don't know. Which part of India do they have such things?
In fact, after seeing the show,
Like it used to be so like, oh my God, he has a son with somebody else, and then she has someone else, and it is like, I don't know, so confusing, and I think also giving out a very wrong message, and I don't know. So this is my comment. I don't know if I'm saying the right thing by doing this, but so I mean, this is what I think. I don't know, like whether do they have a think tank who sits and who discusses and says, okay, let's do this. Is there some kind of such a
No, they have a think tank. They have a whole committee. In fact, the creative people, creative team out there. But the whole game is TRP. They feel it's not going their way. They try to infuse those sadhu kind of treatment and the story content and the twist in turn, those kind of things. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, So
yeah, I mean, that's not, again, TRP. I mean, I'll give you an example of the show. I don't know. I mean, get a lot of brickbats for voicing this out. We had this other show which I think was launched same time as yours, Geet, exactly on the same day too. And it started off as such a nice story with, the problems, how people are hankering.
With Orni?
Yeah, along with Orni on the same day.
Geet, that was Geet.
Yeah, that was Geet. And then it started off with a girl, how the Indian families want to push a girl abroad without actually verifying the credentials of the groom and all that. I mean, it was such a lovely part of that kind. And then they just changed the whole thing because something worked, I think, temporarily for a while. And then now it's completely lost out, and we just don't even switch it on anymore to watch it. So I think they lost out. I mean, here I'm sure, overseas, so many would have related to that story because I myself personally know so many cases who have come here and, and then had to go back and because they was due cheated and all that kind of things. So why can't, I mean, so if I don't know if you have any say in the matter, I think global or NRIs or not, I mean, not only Indians, but whole South Asia who can relate to this kind of shows. Why don't you all do some shows for us, please?
Yeah, right. I'm sure now you better post them on their websites. I mean, I'm sure they'll listen. And
I don't know. Again, at the websites I have gone, and there is so much of, I don't know, spamming and people requesting something. And do you think the genuine posts are really read, and do they look into it? I'm not sure. So that's why I don't even bother wasting my time.
At least you should keep trying. There are people like you who do that. They might know when they listen and comply to your demands.
Yeah, anyway. And of course, I would also now, before letting you go, I'm sure you had a rough day and a long day. It was Swati.
I was relaxing. Yeah.
It was Swati, a member of our forum, who's also the admin It is one of the moderators on the forum, and is the one who actually told me about you and said it would be very nice if we could.
Yeah, because of her that.
Yes, and I would like you to just say a big hello to her and thank her on my behalf too, please, on air.
Sure. And you're free to call me anytime you wish.
I will definitely, yes. And I'm told you do very good mimicry and all that. So I would want to do take all of that as well and let all of us also enjoy.
Yeah. Hello, last part I missed, sorry.
No, I said I'm told you also do a lot of mimicry and other things, and we would love to get something on you. Can you please do something before I let you completely go?
मेरे सब दोस्तों को ये देवानंद की आवाज है तो मेरे सब दोस्तों को मैं सलाम कहता हूँ और जब भी मेरा कोई नया शो आएगा मैं आपको बताऊंगा तो प्लीज देखते रहिएगा और हमें दुआएं देते रहिएगा थैंक यू गुड बाय
मैं तो सोचा वाह आज तो हमारी देवानंद जी की नंबर लग गई That was so nice. That was lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Namdar. It has been such an honor and such a privilege. And I'm sure next time we're going to make you do of all these actors one by one, please, for I want. And
I'm not very good. I can't mimic everyone, but a few, of course.
Yes, whoever you think you're comfortable, we'll do this another time and very soon. And thank you so much for doing this for us. And
my pleasure. My pleasure.
You please hold the line. I just